crisis for the court, you have a legitimacy crisis for the country. Because you could imagine now a generation of younger Americans looking at the Supreme Court that is so out of touch with their reality. I'm a young black kid. You just made affirmative action no longer helpful to me. It's harder for me to get an education. Now you say it's harder for me if I get one to pay off my student loans. My cousin or my best friend or myself who might be gay or lesbian, any store they walk into, they might get discriminated against. The Supreme Court says it's okay. This court's not my friend. This court is my opponent. This court is my enemy. Then I look at the presidential elections. Liberals win the popular vote every time by gazillions of votes, but the Electoral College makes it a squeaker every time. Wait a minute, the Electoral College, that's not on my side. Wait a minute, the Senate, Montana has as many senators as California. California's got neighborhoods bigger than Montana. Wait, the Senate, are all of these institutions stacked against me? Is this country on my side? You don't want that. You want to have a system that is responsive, that is flexible, and a Supreme Court that's fair so that new generations feel that America is their country, it's on their side, it cares about them, it can hear their cry. It's the opposite that's happening. The younger generation's values are being just rubbed in the dog poo by the Supreme Court over and over again. And if you think they're not watching, if you think they're not listening, that's not true. And so I think it's a very, very bad moment for the country. Obviously, if you're an Asian parent, you might breathe a sigh of relief. There has been a sense that they've had to work harder than others. But to pit black and brown kids against Asian kids and to leave the legacy of folks, half the white folks at these Ivy League campuses are there because their granddaddy was there. But my granddaddy couldn't be there. The Supreme Court says, I don't care. This is bad. This is bad. It's bad looking backwards in terms of the level of strategy and conspiring and scheming. The stuff that was done to stop Obama from being able to appoint his own justices, that's bad. And it's bad looking forward. And so, look, I think this is a moment where, yes, you're going to see a political reaction because suddenly people are looking around and realizing even when we elect folks, when we pass laws, there's now a Supreme Court that's willing to strike it all down and to strike down precedent and standing. And all the things that make the Supreme Court supreme have been put in the garbage can today. And it's going to have ramifications for a long time politically, not just legally.